Nation bombshell claims from a military whistleblower published this morning alleging a secret UFO retrieval program within the U.S. government.
When you say crash retrieval, what do you mean?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, call it spacecraft if you will. It's probably not the right parlance, but no kidding, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
How many?
Quite a number.
All right, pique your interest. Tune in for the full report.
Okay, this is the biggest UFO story to hit the human race since Roswell, since USS Nimitz, since I don't know when, according to people on Twitter, people on Facebook, YouTube, just everywhere, all over the internet, Google, Apple, everything. So let's get into it, guys. Intelligence officials say U.S. has retrieved craft of non-human origin. Now, what? Okay, intelligence say U.S. has retrieved, meaning they have a downed UFO. Sound familiar? 1947 Roswell. Let's continue. A former intelligence official turned whistleblower has given Congress and the Intelligence Committee Inspector General extensive, okay, that's a very descriptive key word there, extensive, okay, not just a little bit, but a lot of classified information about deeply covert programs that he says possesses retrieved intact and partially intact craft of non-human origin. Now, he's saying basically the government, the military, they have a UFO and they've had them for a long time. Now, this is a whistleblower, by the way, a true patriot, and we need to protect this man. Okay, the information he says has been illegally withheld from Congress, and he filed a complaint alleging that he has suffered illegal retaliation for his confidential disclosures reported here for the first time. Now, I'm going to kind of quickly go through this article. I took a few screen grabs earlier just to give you the good stuff. Okay, Grusch, okay, that's the man, the whistleblower, said the recoveries of partial fragments through and up to intact vehicles, meaning full UFOs, right? The whole thing. Fragments through and up to intact vehicles have been made for decades through the present day by the government, its allies, and defense contractors. Analysis has determined that the objects retrieved are of exotic origin, meaning not human. It goes on to say non-human intelligence, whether ET or unknown origin, based on the vehicle. This word I tried to read earlier. Tell me what it is in the comments. Morphologies, I don't know, and material science testing, and the possession of unique atomic arrangements and radiological signatures, he said. Meaning, this isn't a weather balloon, this isn't a black budget military project, this is something, some off-planet vehicle. And he goes on to say, we are not talking about prosaic origins or identities, Grusch said, referencing information he provided Congress and the current ICIG. The material includes intact and partially intact vehicles. Wow. Now, so far, this is just a statement from a man, but, people are flipping out, losing their minds over this right now. But, I want to see proof. I want to see documents, photos, something. Give me something other than his word. I'm not saying I don't believe him, because I do. And this man has nothing to gain by doing this and everything to lose. So it goes on to say, in accordance with protocols, Grusch provided the Defense Office of Pre-Publication and Security Review, the Defense Department, or the Department of Defense, with the information he intended to disclose to U.S. His on-the-record statements were all cleared for open publication. So, again, he is a whistleblower, but he's putting himself at great risk by saying all of this. The non-human intelligence phenomenon is real. We are not alone, Gray said. Retrievals of this kind are not limited to the United States. This is a global phenomenon, and yet the global solution continues to elude us, okay? And the article, it's a bit long-winded. That's why I tried to kind of pluck out the good stuff, just to give you guys just the good stuff. This article is incredibly long. Let's see. This one here goes on to say, according to the 2021 NRO performance report, Grusch was an intelligence strategist with multiple responsibilities who analyzed, analyze unidentified aerial phenomenon reports, and also, according to this man, they have teams of people, scores of people analyze, trying to reverse engineer basically these partial and fully intact UAPs. I mean, this is insane. It goes on to say this man prepared many briefs on unidentified aerial phenomenon for Congress while in government and helped draft the language on the UAP for the blah, 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 blah. You guys know the NDA Act, basically, protecting whistleblowers and pilots and anyone that wanted to come forward with their UAP stories. So, and again, I commend this man. I think he's doing great things. So, goes on to say, spearheaded by Senators Kristen Gillibrand and Marco Rubio out of Florida, by the way, and signed into law by President Biden in December 2022. The provision states that any person with relevant UAP information can inform Congress without retaliation, regardless of any previous non-disclosure agreements. And that's a wonderful thing, by the way. In his statements cleared for publication by the Pentagon in April, Grusch asserted that UFO legacy programs have long been concealed within multiple agencies, nesting UAP activities in the conventional secret access programs without appropriate reporting to various oversight authorities, meaning the government has been getting away with this for years, and we know that. I mean, look at the Condom Report, Project Blue Book, and then you have the ATIP program, the $22 million program hidden from the public, funded by your tax dollars. He's verifying it right here. And I believe this man, in this one act of bravery, has done more for the UFO community than Lou Elizondo has done in his whole life. So I just gotta throw that out there, guys. I don't understand why so many people put so much faith in Lou Elizondo. He said he reported to Congress on the existence of a decades-long publicly known Cold War for recovered and exploited physical material, a competition with near-peer adversaries over the years to identify UAP crashes, landings, and retrieve the material for exploitation, reverse engineering to garner. I mean, look, guys, this is what I've been telling you for years. I mean, these black budget, deep state programs, they exist. They're out there. I mean, look at the black budget, the budget for the black budget projects. I mean, it's in the T with the trillions of dollars. So, this guy here, I mean, look, I'm a little concerned for his safety, and he's given a couple of interviews, and we'll get to that in a minute. He did a podcast, I think totaling about 7 hours, kind of getting into further detail about these crashed UAPs, UFOs that the government's been hiding from us. So it goes on to say, beginning in 2022, Grusch provided Congress with hours of recorded classified information transcribed into hundreds of pages, which included specific data about the materials. Whoa, what? So look, they have these reports. He's saying it right here. Included specific data about the materials recovery program, meaning they are studying alien alloys or crashed or downed UAPs. Congress has not been provided with any physical materials related to wreckage or non-human objects. And that's the problem. You have different layers of government need-to-know basis. Even the president is in the dark about a lot of this stuff. Look, if you think the president is the most powerful person in our government, you are sadly mistaken. It's the military complex, if you want my opinion. But the article just goes on to say, basically that they have these materials, and hopefully they're going to reveal them to the public. I don't know. Associates who vouched for Grusch said his information was highly sensitive, providing evidence that materials from objects of non-human origin are in the possession of highly secret black budget programs, although locations, programs, names, and other specific data remain classified. Okay, that's what they do. It's a matter of national security. Therefore, we must classify the truth from you, the peons, okay, the taxpayers, the people like me, people like you, because you can't handle the truth, and it's a threat to national security. That's what they always say. He left the government April 7th, 2023, in order, he said, to advance government accountability. Okay, just a few more details here. Tonight, there will be an interview with this whistleblower right here tonight, a worldwide TV exclusive that you'll only see on News Nation. The UFO whistleblower speaks on these reports. Tune in starting at 6 p.m., 5 p.m. Central. Now, they've already interviewed this man, I think, for a total of like 7 hours. I watched a 1-hour video earlier of them discussing this on YouTube. I can leave a link below. This guy says, breaking the debrief, Leslie Keene and I report, this guy, wow, I know who that is, report on the secret U.S. retrievals of UFOs. I mean, this is everywhere, guys, everywhere I go. Yeah, this was the video I watched earlier. I'll leave a link below. I personally have sat and watched you interview Dave Grusch for, I believe, 7 hours, 2 separate events over 7 hours, and I have heard him say things in those interviews that you conducted that exceed by a lot what's in the Leslie Keene, basically, reporting. So this is a big deal, guys. Says here, this is the biggest story in the UFO world since 2017 NYT Expose. Whistleblower, U.S. government is illegally covering up the possession of intact craft not of this earth. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. I mean, there it is again. It's everywhere, guys. Government has recovered intact UFOs of non-human origin. In fact, I'm arguing with this guy right now on Twitter. I wasn't going to include this, but I'm just saying, hey, let's just wait. Let's let a little more details come out before, we just blindly believe this man. This guy replied to me, do you believe in him or not? Jesus Christ, you're annoying. And yeah, let's just pretend this is some sort of random dude and remove all No, I'm just simply waiting for facts to come out like a logical adult. I mean, that's the problem with the UFO community. They get so excited anytime there's any kind of UFO news. And this is exciting. Don't get me wrong, guys. This is very exciting, but let's just give it some time. Let it breathe. Let me go back up top here, guys. Let it breathe. Let the details come out. And then, we'll take it from there. So look, I typed in just UFO right there. You hit enter. Okay, let's go to UFO. Enter. And these stories are everywhere. Again, it's really cool. I can't wait to see this report tonight. Ross Cohart on UFO whistleblower David Grusch, a former UAPTF investigator who says the U.S. has retrieved. Okay, like I said, guys, this is a huge story, and I'm excited for the details. But, let's just pump the brakes a little bit until we see what happens. So leave a comment below, guys. Tell me what you think. I've given you all the details I have. Whistleblower coming forward with just some amazing accusations, whatever you want to call it. A former intelligence official turned whistleblower has given Congress and the Intelligence Committee Inspector General extensive classified information about deeply covert programs that he says possesses retrieved intact and partially intact non-craft of non-human origin, blah, blah, blah. So, guys, look, yes, I'm excited, but how many times have we been let down? Again, the Condon Report, Project Blue Book, ATIP, ARRO or Arrow. I mean, there's so many I can't keep up. This new NASA panel, so that's all. I'm just trying to look at this, with a little reason and a little bit of patience until we have all the details. But definitely tune in to this right here, this Leslie Keene interview tonight. Now, that's going to be good. So, all right, guys. I mean, look, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's time to, celebrate? Have we been vindicated? Is this the government finally coming forward, or will they have no choice but to come forward and say, yes, UFOs are real. We can no longer cover it up. Maybe so. Time will tell.